Have you been waiting for an apology, some sort of message, or some kind of acknowledgement that somebody wronged you? But this never came, and maybe it never will. Today's reflection explores how to finally move on without receiving the closure you deserve, without receiving any validation, without receiving any explanation, without the words that you thought you needed to hear, the apology. This is important because your peace should never depend on someone else's ability to take responsibility. You've expected some kind of acknowledgement that what happened mattered, but it never came. Let's talk about it. Someone hurts your feelings. You've been waiting for them to apologize. And because they didn't, it feels like unfinished business. It feels like something is still opened. You may feel like you still have unresolved matters. You're still sitting there in the background of your mind thinking. Our minds are often wired to expect certain behaviors from others, especially when they hurt us. We're often taught that closure comes from other people, that healing happens when they finally say the right words. Sorry. We expect people to own up for their actions or to take responsibility for their shortcomings. But that's not always how it works, because people are wired differently, especially when you're dealing with people who never learned to apologize in their childhood. Waiting for an apology may just deepen your wounds. This is usually because when you wait for that moment to receive the apology, you put your life on pause. You stay emotionally connected to something that already ended for the other person, while you sit there waiting for them to do the right thing. This is waste of time. On your side, it is not only a waste of time, it's also draining your energy. As you keep replaying the past conversations, you keep imagining what you would say and hoping that they'll finally understand and own up or take responsibility. And all of that takes energy. You begin to feel exhausted. You feel used. And at some point, after you have waited for a long time, something changes. You realize that apology may never come. They may never say it. And that realization is where your freedom begins. Because you begin to redefine your own truth. You begin to realize you don't need their agreement to know what you experienced. You know what you experienced, and you don't need their words to validate your reality. You know what went down. And because your reality can feel like they owe you something, maybe you feel like they owe you an apology or an explanation, you hold on to those things. This keeps you connected to that problem. Let it go. So you must let go of that feeling of being owed an apology. Letting go doesn't mean what happened did not matter. It simply means you're no longer waiting for them to fix it. You fix it by yourself, by learning to sit with your own silence and reclaiming your peace. Whether they gave it to you or not, reclaim it. And in that space, you begin to feel lighter because you no longer expect an apology. You feel more steady and more confident, and you feel less dependent on something outside of you, but relying on yourself to heal. So, my dear friends, if someone failed to give you an apology, be reminded that you may never hear the words of apology you wanted from them, even though they hurt you. But you can still have peace within yourself. You can still move forward with your life. And you can finally stop waiting for something that was never required for your own healing in the first place. Heal yourself with self-love and move on with your life. So tell me, have you ever waited for an apology that never came? If you did, if you found out that this is the right time to honor that, share your thoughts below, like and subscribe to stay connected to this space. And this is where we slow down, we listen deeper, and we return to what's real. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.